While we're on that topic of your other two kids, have a lot of times they have a typical kids, they have a kid who has, in our case, a rare terminal disease. One of the hardest things to do is breaking that news to your typical kids, the fact that their sibling has, one of the most horrible things you could describe.
Mhm.
How did that go for you with your kids, and how has that impacted your two typical kids in terms of the way they kind of interact with the world?
We did not take that decision lightly when we decided if we were going to even tell them or how we were going to tell them, at what age to tell them, because my other two boys are younger than Trenton. So I reached out to the community a lot on that one actually, and a lot of parents gave me a great deal of guidance on how to deal with it, to be completely honest, but let them ask a lot of questions and let my kids lead the discussion. So I did just that. I presented to them, this is what Trenton has, this is what that means. What are your questions? And they did ask a lot of questions, actually. I think that helped me because then I didn't answer anything I didn't need to. And it wasn't good. It was not a good thing. But they understand. We had lost my mother-in-law to a rare fatal brain disease right before we got Trenton's diagnosis. So I just kind of explained to them that what we just went through is kind of what we're going to go through again, because it's hard to understand if you can't say this is what it's going to be like. Remember this, or this person. And that was, unfortunately, that's not a good thing, but it was easier for me because we had lived something similar. But now they just look at Trenton for who he is. They don't really ever talk about the future with him. And that's sort of how we live too, to be honest, because I don't want to talk about the future with him. I want to live today with him. So